This is Steve Nelson with a weekly weather briefing for the week of October 23rd. Here's a look at the current conditions that were as of 11 o'clock this morning. Not much clouds, pretty cool temperatures, but of course those rise quickly during the day with the abundant sunshine. We're going to have a pattern like this pretty much through the weekend with mostly sunny skies and mild temperatures. Actually should be increasing through the weekend. No tropical activities expected in the next 5 days. We'll be watching the Gulf of Mexico maybe a little bit, but so far nothing is expected to form. This is the 5-day rainfall forecast from the Weather Prediction Center. Again, no rain is forecast for the next few days. You can kind of see the dry pattern that we were alluding to over the next 5 days on this matrix that we look at here internally at the office. Green is good, of course, so these rows correspond to severe weather ingredients. The top section is instability. The middle section is vertical wind shear, which is also important for strong to severe storms. And there's some other parameters at the bottom that are also favorable for heavy rain and severe storms. A lot of green is good. Towards the end of the later part of next week, after Wednesday, especially on Thursday, you're noticing some oranges and yellow coloring there, and the instability and shear columns. We will be going into southwest flow loft. Usually that's favorable for increased moisture and increased instability, so we'll watch that and keep in mind that that's approaching the Halloween holiday period, which occurs on Friday. This is a slightly different way to look at the forecast for the next 7 days. It's a meteogram that comes from the GFS, the computer model that we were just looking at that makes that matrix product. You can see that the green at the top of this column in the added image is increasing cloud cover. There are towards the middle of the time series, or meteogram as we call it, there's some purple bars that actually corresponds to instability. Further down towards the bottom, towards the right, you can see some chances for showers and thunderstorms there with the green and red bars. All that's kind of pointing to Thursday, and just as a heads up for the 8th day there on Friday, there is also continued chance for storms based on that GFS computer model. There's another computer model that is not forecasting any kind of precipitation on Friday, which is Halloween. So hopefully we'll hope for a dry Halloween forecast. All right, well, I'm bringing up the D word, and that D stands for drought. Technically, we're not in any kind of drought right now. I do want to kind of take you back to this summer, actually the middle of the summer on July 1st. What the conditions were back then. If you remember, May and June were very wet months. We had a lot of thunderstorms, a lot of cloud cover, and we were definitely not in any kind of drought situation. When you see the map that's all white, you're actually probably looking at very moist conditions, the opposite of a drought. And here we go to the very latest drought monitor graphic that was just produced this week, that just came out today. Notice a little bit more yellow, and then there's some brown colorings, which are actually severe drought in southwest Georgia. So nothing too major. We're not having any of the extreme or exceptional droughts by far like they're having in California and other parts of the West. But we've just been without a period of prolonged heavy rain or repeated rains in the same areas for a while. So we'll just keep our eye on it. Right now we're definitely not in any kind of drought condition, especially in north and central Georgia, but we'll keep watching it. Here's the outlook for the next 7 days for Atlanta and Helen, Georgia, where Oktoberfest is taking place. Very warm days are expected this weekend, and early next week temperatures are going to be about 5 to 10 degrees warmer from what they have been the last couple days. Night times are still going to be cool, not quite as cool as maybe this morning, but still about seasonable with temperatures in the upper 40s to mid 50s. Also notice that on Wednesday there's a slight chance of rain, and that chance will go up just a little bit on Thursday and Friday as well. And there's your fun graphic for the Oktoberfest in Helen. A little bit cooler up there, but still nice weather. I mentioned above normal temperatures. It's not quite as extreme as we saw a week or two ago when we had record temperatures at several locations, especially in middle Georgia. But they're definitely going to be above normal this weekend. Sunday's high temperature is indicated by the yellow star on the screen. This is for Atlanta, forecasting about a high of around 78 on Sunday. Anything in that red color is going to be above normal, and you can kind of see where we've been the last few days. This last week, a lot of above normal temperatures there. So enjoy it while it lasts. Here's the summary, dry with warm days and cool nights the next few days. A little bit above normal, but definitely nice weather. No hazardous weather expected, no tropical activities being monitored in the Gulf or the Atlantic for the next few days. Late next week, we could see some showers and thunderstorms, although a lot of computer models are sort of on the fence with that. And it's too soon to tell if Halloween activities will be affected. So that's it. Hope everyone has a great week. We'll talk to you later.